What is going on, Commanders? Chisgule here, and today we're going to show you how we used this one card to battle all the way up to the Pro Division. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. We've battled all the way up to Platinum 5, whatever, no big deal. A lot to talk about on how we got there. In this video, we're going to hone in on one card, just one card that we think is the literal best card in World War Doh. So if you want to start winning more matches in this game, then you should like and subscribe. This is just one of many guides we'll be releasing to help you slay your enemies. Let's get into the card that I think is the best in the game and is so easy to obtain. And that card is right over here. That's right, my friends. The disposable teleporter is, in my opinion, the very best card in World War Doh. Why is that? For one Doh, you can go wherever you want on the map, which in and of itself is very powerful and has lots of exceptional combos, including using the disposable teleporter, and you use your extra damage boost from your tower. You teleport right up to their tower and drop monkey on the enemy commander and give yourself bananas. Oh boy, you go completely ham. You go completely ham. Just to show you the bananas card that I'm talking about here. Monkey on your back is one half and banana is the other. You get 2x attack speed. Well, 2x attack speed with the damage boost from your tower is really insane, as it turns out. And don't worry, we've got some matches to show you some of these tactics in just a bit. Getting back to the teleporter itself, this card is a two-part card, and the way that works is after you use the first part, the second part shows up in your hand immediately. So the card is not replaced from your hand. You get the second half of the card instead. For one Doh, you put down a teleportal that makes it so that people from the opposing side, that's ground troops and air troops and the commander, will get teleported back on the far side of the map every time they walk over this danger zone you put down, and it's got a 20-second duration. So you can use this to block off the road to your tower and send the enemy walking all the way back. It is one of the best defensive maneuvers I have seen in this game, especially if you combine it with something like 1-800-AIRSTRIKE to just obliterate everything on the field. Pick your damage or defensive tactic of choice. This card, for 2 Doh total, is just insane. Now, how do you unlock this card? You're going to need to get shards from the Tower of Loot, and as you accumulate those, the very second thing you can unlock is this disposable teleporter, which has the teleportal on the other side. Just to show you where you get those shards for the artifact research, if you head back to the main screen, the Tower of Loot right over here is where you'll find those. But that's enough talk out of me. Let me show you a couple real matches, yes, real matches on our climb to 4,000 plus rank, where we used this card, both halves of it, and enjoyed the heck out of the value that we got. All right, let's get into these matches that we recorded on our climb on the ladder, just a sampling of how we've used the teleporter and teleportal to tremendous effect. Here we are, level 9, battling into a level 10. They're rocking a Rex egg, which, of course, we destroy with 1-800-AIRSTRIKE. That's a card that gets stronger over time. It is a legendary card, so even though it costs 5 Doh and the egg costs 4 Doh, we feel like we're getting some value because 1-800-AIRSTRIKE gets wider and wider with each use, up to 3 uses. Now, here you can see we're about to use the teleport. We've got the monkey on our back, we teleport in, pop our damage boost, and we've got their tower and also the bee spawner disabled using a 2 Doh card that does that. And we back out of there after having destroyed the beehive. We feel pretty good. In that instance, we were pushing in 2 lanes at the same time. One with the Zeppelin, which is really terrifying. The other, we bursted in. Here you can see the bananas that I was talking about earlier, just doing huge amounts of damage. Huge amounts of damage. We thankfully have a, what is his name? Repair Man Dan to fix that up. Here you can see Airstrike is getting a little bit bigger. We do some work with that. Soon in this matchup, though, we are going to use the other side of the teleporter, which is teleportal. And we've been saving it, boom, for a moment like this. We keep teleporting them backwards, including their Chop Chop, who got teleported back. Now, in this case, that kind of worked out not to my favor. I wouldn't do it that way in the future, but we are showing you honest matches. This is a real, honest-to-goodness match, how it unfolded. Don't you worry, we'll have some better examples of using that card to busted effect. We would have lost a match, potentially, and it just saved our butt. It was unbelievable. So here we are, using the Barrel of Doh, which is another one of my favorite cards for getting advantage in this game. We're defending our tower and chipping away at their towers over time. Because we have the Repairman Dan, we have a lot of sustain. There we drop in another Zeppelin that's going to make its way in, and we are very much in control of this matchup because we have Teleportal. Anything he would do to harm my tower, which you're about to see, we can teleport them away whenever we feel like it. So we are in complete control over the defense of our towers, which is very, very important and makes a huge difference. Here, Chop Chop makes his way in, whatever, we're not worried about it. 35 seconds left in this matchup. We're going to destroy both of his towers. Ours are going to end up with full health, which is a pretty solid way to finish out this match. There's the last Zeppelin, doing some pretty solid work. That Zeppelin can sort of cut in via the corner after one of the towers is down, and watch this maneuver here. He pops bananas, so he's going to do huge damage. Boom, we teleport him all the way back to the other side of the map. For one Doh, Teleportal is nuts. He had a chance to destroy one of our towers. Look at this Rex. We can deal with Rex. Get teleported, son. Way out of there. Teleportal is very, very good. Not convinced yet? Let me show you another matchup that is far more compelling with the use of Teleportal in conjunction with 1-800 Airstrike, or again, whatever defensive capability that you prefer. I really do think that this card is the single best in the game. I think it should probably be in every single deck in World War Doh. I just have a hard time imagining a situation in which you would not want to use this card, and I actually would be somewhat astonished if this card doesn't get changed sometime in the future, because it's just so gosh darn good. So here we are in the second match doing the same sort of thing we did in the first match. We teleport up on one side, he teleportals me out. You can see it's very good defensively, but we forced him to ignore the other Zeppelin, which is going to be hugely to his detriment. That Zeppelin is going to take most of this player's tower. He's rank, or I guess level 11. We're at level 9. And he's got some super high power cards. So high power that we're going to fall back on the back foot. Again, Teleportal is so good defensively in a situation like this. I am so completely in the driver's seat of this matchup because I can kick one half of whatever he's doing out of my base. I say one half because if he attacks the other half, I'm going to have to go defend that. So here he drops a Rex. Perfect timing for us to drop a Zeppelin. He has no Doh at all. He's got to focus on my Zeppelin, which I seem to be okay with at this moment. He uses even more Doh to make that card basically completely nullified. We rock our Airstrike to take out his egg, do a little chip damage on the tower, and to sort of build up the effectiveness of our Airstrike. We now are kind of working on the Miss Rex, who's taking some pretty fierce damage. However, he's got a little baby Rex on his way in. So far, feeling pretty good about this match. We do need to go in and take care of this Miss Rex. And here comes the Tank Arena. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm basically out of Doh at this point. I've dropped in my Repairman Dan. I have no way to deal with his tank. This tank will take my tower, especially with Buck just coming in. And guess what? Teleportal. GG. GG. Teleportal saves the day. I've now got time to accumulate Doh and do other things. He sends in a bunch of piranhas. No problem. I got 20 seconds of Teleportal. 20 seconds to figure out how to get enough Doh to do literally anything else to solve the problem. I mean, you can see here how insanely powerful this is in taking a situation where he might have and probably would have taken that tower with the level 10 Tank Arena, who's a beast of a card, and we just lock it down. We lock down that whole side for long enough that it's just not going to matter. We have enough time to defend the one side, get some Doh, defend the other side, drop some Repairman Dans, heal up our towers, stay back ourselves. Here, we teleport, and boom, 20 seconds is enough time that you can have 100% uptime on Teleportal if you have a deck that cycles Doh fast and you're in the 2x Doh stage of this game. So I honestly think that this card is so good, it might get changed. I bet the Doh cost is going to go up because, man, it's just the most amazing offensive and defensive card at a cost of 1 Doh for each side, for teleporting where you need to go, either to the enemy or away, or then using Teleportal to push folks out of your way. This card is the literal jam. Hopefully you have learned something in this video about how to win more matches. This one card, I know I'm hung up on it. It is so influential in every match I play on offense and defense. Start using it today. You can unlock it really early in this game, and you will start winning more. It's going to take some practice getting the hang of this card. You can get practice, by the way, in your own club. If you've got a club brawl going, you can sort of practice, and it's a low stakes match. It doesn't matter if you win or lose in a club brawl. I mean, it's just your ego gets damaged, whatever, no big deal, but you're not going to lose rank playing around with this card, learning how it works. Do this and start winning more today. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. We're going to help you win. We're going to use all of the knowledge that we have gained on our way to literally the pro division of this game to help you get those sweet victories. Like and subscribe, and until next time, you have fun getting sweet wins with that Teleportal.